In today's video, we'll be looking at creepy and scary TikTok stories that will give you chills.
In 2008, Jamie Fraley disappeared without a trace. She had told a friend that a male friend, whom she did not identify, was taking her to the hospital for the third time in 24 hours. But she never arrived to the hospital and has not been seen since. Her discarded cell phone was found at a nearby intersection, but it did not yield any useful evidence. Jamie's fiancé's father was revealed to have been a person of interest in her disappearance, but no solid evidence was found. In 2015, a prison inmate wrote a letter confessing to her murder, but authorities do not believe it is truthful. Jamie's case remains unsolved and her whereabouts are unknown.
No more looking for...
Hold on, ain't that messed up? Someone says, oh yeah, I'm the one that did it, but the cops, they like, no you didn't. They'll never know.
With disturbing backstories. Alright, at first, this may look like a bunch of friends having fun, right? But these were actually Auschwitz staff laughing at people dying. Next, this could be considered a cute photo of Santa, right? But this Santa was actually Bruce MacArthur, who was a serial killer and killed more than 10 people. And finally, this nice camping photo was taken 12 hours before this volcano erupted, killing the man in the picture and 50 other people. May everyone involved rest in peace.
How they get the
videos
picture?
on the internet that you should never watch. There's a YouTube channel by the name Benjamin Bennett that has over 370,000 subscribers and over 300 videos. And at first glance, this Benjamin guy's account looks pretty normal. However, for the last 8 years, Bennett has taken 321 4-hour-long videos of himself sitting and smiling at a camera. And yes, you've heard that correctly. There are 321 videos of this.
4
and the
hours
videos
long.
are exactly what they sound like. Here's an example of one of his videos.
Yeah, his meditation is on another level.
And he does that for 4 straight hours. However, in his most famous video, a man actually breaks into his home while he's doing this. But Bennett doesn't move a muscle.
Yo, I can't even sit like that for 4 minutes.
Here's the frightening tale of the Bunny Man. In
Bunny
1970,
Man.
a couple was parked in a driveway not far from a train overpass in Fairfax County. All of a sudden, a person appeared out of nowhere and was yelling at them about trespassing, and even threw a hatchet at their car. They didn't get a good look at the person. All they could tell is that he was dressed in white and colorful clothing and may have had something on his head. The couple later discovered that in 1902, a bus carrying mental patients crashed on the way to Lorton Prison. They were able to recapture all of the inmates on board except for one, Douglas Griffin. After he escaped, rabbit corpses began appearing in the woods, but that wasn't the worst of it. He dressed in an Easter Bunny costume and interacted with the kids in the local town. After finding out where they lived, he would break in and butcher the parents with an axe and kidnap the children. He was eventually killed after being hit by a train on that very bridge while trying to avoid capture. After his death, people started to report seeing a man dressed in an Easter Bunny costume hanging around the bridge's underpass holding an axe. If that wasn't scary enough, anyone who saw him would reportedly be engulfed in a bright light, only to be found butchered and hanging from the overpass after the light faded. The bridge is now known as the Bunny Man Bridge and is considered one of the most haunted places in Northern Virginia. Anyone who is brave enough to visit the bridge is told to do so with extreme caution, or they might end up like the victims of the Bunny Man.
Yo, with Easter right around the corner, that just like changes everything for me. The Bunny Man. That was crazy, right?
World's most bizarre and scariest cults. This is Cult 2. In 1998, Keith Raniere started what he referred to as a empowering workshop, which ended up being a cult called Nexium, where he amassed over 18,000 followers, mostly women. These women were told that they were joining some sort of sisterhood, which ended up being a sex slave cult. A pyramid scheme was developed within the cult that had people at the bottom known as slaves and the top were masters. When women joined the cult, they were asked to give naked pictures of themselves so they could be used as blackmail if they ever tried to disclose the group. Also, when they were going to the master, Keith, they were told that they would be branded, and they had to say, "Master Keith, please brand me," and he would brand them right above their chest. This psycho was recruiting girls as young as 15 years old.
Disturbing things caught at Disney parks. During the Carnival of Stars parade at Disneyland Hong Kong, the character Shelley May stops dancing with the other characters in the parade. She starts drooping over like she's going to fall, but no one seems to notice. When she finally does fall, a character attendant calls over other attendants and they carry her away from the parade.
They just watching her fall?
The video is actually very concerning, because none of the character attendants removed the character's mask to see if she was okay. During a Disneyland parade, Disney fans were surprised to see Maleficent's float on fire. At first, it's hard to tell if it's part of the show or not. The float is in the shape of a large dragon. The top of the dragon's head was completely on fire, but it actually looked really cool and like it could be part of the show. When burning pieces of the float started falling to the ground, the parade watchers realized that the fire was not a part of the show. A park attendant tries to put out the flames using a small fire extinguisher, but it doesn't do anything to minimize the flames. Finally, they get a large fire extinguisher and are able to put out the fire.
Disturbing places you can't go to, but people went anyway.
I bet they did. Snake
An
Island.
Australian news crew went to the deadly island to record a documentary on the 25th of March 2019. Although the island is illegal to visit, the news crew had permission. The island was completely ruled by the snakes and they found snakes almost every meter they walked. There are over 3,000 snakes living on the small island. Would you be brave enough to go there?
No.
Oh, you want something to do, man? Huh? No.
Oh.
Scariest close calls with death. This terrifying close call was recorded on the 18th of May 2018,
Don't tell me a train gonna
and it
come
shows
through.
two cyclists entering a dark tunnel. Everything is going fine until they come across their absolute worst nightmare. A train siren is heard from the distance approaching,
Oh, goofies?
so the cyclists run for their life.
Why would you go in there?
By some miracle, the cyclists managed to escape the train with seconds to spare.
Okay,
Here are some of the scariest things that have been caught on camera. Part 6. A family in West Harris County, Texas got an alert from their baby monitor that motion was detected. Expecting to find their baby standing up in his crib, they were not prepared for the scene that greeted them.
Where the baby? The baby there asleep?
18-year-old Christopher Gomez is seen watching the baby as it slept just moments after entering the home through an unlocked first-story window.
I'm thinking that's the
He then proceeded to
parent.
steal a few things from the house and left the same way he came in. He was later caught by police after the anonymous family released the video of him. This just serves as a reminder that this could happen to anyone at any time. You may want to go make sure that all your doors and windows are locked.
Oh, which one of those TikToks gave you guys chills? There's a few of them on there. But guys, if you like the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn your notification bell on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.